about that,
yeah.
God had a kid. Like first thing,
Yes.
how does that make sense? Like, did he get married to Mary? Did he have a child out of wedlock?
That's what they say. It's a spirit.
Okay, we've already had earlier live with the debate and all that. Alhamdulillah, we have some shahadas coming up tonight, inshallah. So we want to see everybody on. But there's an amazing brother here that I want to introduce you to and kind of let him tell about how he benefited from the OMF videos and so on. So our brother Daniel from Mexico. And it's kind of crazy because I was just in Mexico last weekend, but I met him here in Canada, alhamdulillah. So tell us a little bit about your story, about your Islam, and how you benefited from the OMF stuff.
Jazakallah khair. Yeah, so like 6 months, 7 months ago, I started looking for the truth, and I wanted to make sure that I was doing good and keep away from all the evil that was around me. So,
Alhamdulillah.
you know, the environment didn't let me become the person I wanted to become. So, alhamdulillah, you know, I grew up in the United States, but I went back to Mexico, and that's where, like, I had to learn that, you know, there is good and evil, and that, you know, that the good is always prevails. And yeah, like, I learned that you can't be around people that you just won't be able to grow. So I started searching for the truth. Actually, I started looking into my past religion, Christianity, and I just saw that I didn't want, before it, I saw your videos, I knew I didn't want to worship a man.
Nice.
Like, it was just in me not to worship anyone except the true creator. And I also started learning about faith and learning on the superior power, right? To put my faith in a superior power. And that's when I started learning to see who is the superior power and what is it and how can I actually seek the rewards for it. So I came across your video, your story, and it touched me so much. And I saw, like, you know what, if he can do it, I can definitely do it too. And now I'm, you know, I'm here, man. And I took my shahada when I came here to Canada. I couldn't be a Muslim over there, and you know what? I'm actually happy for the decision. Alhamdulillah, you know, my
How long you been Muslim now?
7 months.
Allahu
Going
Akbar.
on 7
Allahu
months.
Akbar.
Yeah,
Mashallah,
man.
you get a beautiful beard in 7 months, man.
Yeah.
Mashallah, mashallah. May Allah bless you. This is one thing very important because sometimes I didn't want to talk about my story in the past, you know, but we did just for brothers like you who can then kind of take a lesson from it. So when I see people like you, it makes me very happy. As somebody who was caught up in the life and then got out from the story. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
Yeah, I just really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, man.
Jazakallah
Like,
khair.
you changed my life, my brother.
Alhamdulillah,
Like,
alhamdulillah.
completely.
Alhamdulillah.
I feel like, you know, ready to make up, or not even make up, but, you know, keep doing the good deeds that I've always done, and it's always been in me. So I'm ready to, you know, move to the next step so I can, you know,
May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala
yeah,
make you
man.
steadfast in Islam and let you grow and
Ameen.
gain knowledge and be a
Ameen.
da'i, an alim, and a qari, and somebody who spreads that beneficial knowledge here in Canada and all over the world and Mexico.
Ameen.
Inshallah, we're gonna take a trip down there together, do some da'wah, inshallah.
Yeah, man.
Go out to the Chiapas and to Sinaloa and
Yeah.
Guadalajara, and inshallah, Islam is gonna spread, alhamdulillah, and it's the truth, it's the one that takes you out. How you doing? You know about Islam? You Muslim?
No.
What you know about Islam?
I know about Mecca.
Okay, you know about Mecca, that's good. What do you believe? Do you believe there's a God?
Yeah, I believe there is a God.
Okay.
Like I used to know about the God of Abraham.
The God of Abraham, all right.
Yeah.
What's your name?
I am Samuel.
Samuel, huh?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Africa.
Where in
Kenya.
Africa? Kenya, nice,
Yeah.
nice. So tell me something, Samuel. You believe there is one God, or do you believe God is three?
One God.
One God, okay.
Yeah.
Do you believe God is above, the one who created all of us? Or do you believe God is like a human that has wives and kids and roommates and no, right? He's above? He created us? He's not like us, he's more great than us, right?
Greater than us.
There you go, Samuel, you're coming there, right. So do you believe that God sends us guidance?
Yes.
And that guidance is in the way of prophets that brought us a message, like you mentioned,
Yes.
Abraham,
Yes.
Moses, Jesus,
Yes.
Muhammad,
Yes.
peace be upon them. You believe those were prophets? You don't worship Moses or Jesus,
No.
right? Who do you worship?
God.
Above.
Yes.
You're there, man, you're there. All right. So
What's your name?
My name's Uthman.
Uthman.
Uthman Ibn Farooq. So
Good to meet you.
Great to meet you. All right, so you believe in one God. You believe God's not a human. You believe God's not a person like our kind of people. He's above. He created us. You believe that God sent us prophets, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, Muhammad, peace be upon all of them. You love all of them, but you don't worship any of them, right?
No, no.
You're Muslim.
But I'm yet to actually, conform to.
So let's do it.
Because I'm like, because what I've been taught, because my parents were Christians, right?
Right.
So they're like, this is a God that had a son that came to earth in form of a spirit to the Virgin Mary.
Okay.
And was given birth and to come to save the sins of man.
Right.
And,
but think about that, right? So,
like,
so does that make sense to you though? It doesn't, right? I mean, be honest. You're good. You're a free country, man. Don't worry about it, right?
I'm yet to,
So when you think about that, God had a kid. Like first thing, how does that make sense? Like, did he get married to Mary? Did he have a child out of wedlock?
That's what they say. It's a spirit.
Okay, so now let's say Mary got pregnant.
Spiritual life and there's,
Excellent. So Jesus is born, right? God is above, and now Jesus is on earth. Is he God? No, right? So he prays to the God above.
Yes.
Okay. So then why would you pray, as Christians do, to Jesus when Jesus is praying to the God above? Why not pray to the one Jesus is praying to? That makes sense? Right?
Oh, and another thing that actually that I've been thinking of, explain to me Mecca.
Excellent. So, as you know the story of Abraham, the Kaaba, I got you. So you mentioned Abraham, right? So Ibrahim, alayhi salatu salam, he was a prophet of God, right? A beloved prophet, one who was very close to God. And he had a wife named Sarah. Okay? Sarah couldn't have kids. So when he was in Egypt, the king of Egypt, he wanted to do evil with Sarah, right? He wanted to attack her. But Allah protected her. So when he protected her, that king became afraid. He gave her as a gift Hajar. Yeah? Hajar is another woman, right? So she was a slave in Egypt of a Christian or non-Muslim, whatever king that was there. But he, not Christian, didn't have Christians back then, right? No Christ, but of a non-Muslim king who was evil. Abraham was a Muslim because he submitted to Allah. So when that king gave him Hajar, Sarah, being the good woman she was, she said, look, if she's going to live with us, you should marry her. So then Ibrahim alayhi salam married two. He had polygamy, right? He had Sarah and he had Hajar. Okay? Sarah couldn't have kids, but Hajar had a child. And her child was Ismail. Okay? And when she had a child, because Ibrahim had no children, he was very beloved to him. But Allah ordered him to take his wife Hajar and his son Ismail to the desert where there was nothing. Right? That's a big test from Allah, because imagine God tells you, take your wife and son and leave them in the middle of a desert. No police, no security, no people, no houses, no food, no drink, no water, nothing. So there was no city of Mecca at the time. It was desert, barren, right? He went there, but Allah ordered him. Allah made that place holy, right? So when he went there, then when he was walking away, Hajar was telling him, where are you going? Where are you leaving us? Then she asked him, is this from Allah? He said, yes. She said, then Allah is enough for us. Like, imagine her iman, right? Her faith was so strong, right? So when he left, her and Ismail, the little baby, were there alone. And her milk became dry. She had nothing to eat. She had nothing to drink. So she was running back and forth between two little hills, Safa and Marwa. And as she was running back and forth trying to find any help, right? But there was nobody around. The angel Gabriel came. And he dug with his wing or his leg, he dug into the ground and water came out. And this is called Zamzam. And inshallah, you're going to become a Muslim and you're going to go for Umrah and Hajj and you're going to drink from that Zamzam. All right, we're going to go together, inshallah. Yeah? Inshallah. Inshallah. There you go.